Hey, it's Thomas here, your aquatics expert with Big Al's, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to automate your aquarium. Alright, so why do you want to automate your tank? Well, maybe you like to go on vacations once in a while and you don't want to have to find a tank sitter or somebody to watch your house just so you can have somebody come in and feed your fish, or turn the light on and off, or top it up because the water's evaporating. Well, luckily we have devices that can do all of that for you. So let's go over them. So the first item we'd recommend is a fish feeder. They've been there forever. You've seen them, you know them. You just don't have one yet. Why not? That way you don't forget to feed your fish. You're feeding them consistently. They know what time they're gonna get fed. And also, you're not gonna overfeed because you're gonna set the thing properly right at the beginning. And then you don't have that problem where, did I forget to feed? And then you feed twice, and it's not good. This takes that totally out of the equation, and you can feed nice and consistent on a regular basis. And the only things you really have to pay attention to is making sure the feeder's topped up with food every couple weeks, and making sure to replace the batteries when they expire, which is at least a month. My personal recommendation for a fish feeder would be an Eheim automatic fish feeder. They've got an internal fan which keeps the food nice and dry so it always dispenses properly. It's easy to set up, it's digital and reliable. It can feed multiple times a day, multiple rotations. Eheim now actually makes a feeding station for the feeder so that if you have an overflow system or any kind of surface extraction that might pull the food away from the fish, you can add this feeding station to the side of the tank and it'll allow the food to drop into the water column so it doesn't get sucked up and taken away from the fish. The second product we'd recommend is a very simple product to do a simple job. It's an aquarium timer. It's going to turn your lights on and off for you to make sure you don't forget to do it. Leaving your light on too long can cause unwanted algae growth, and forgetting to turn it on can mess with your fish's circadian rhythm, meaning they might not know what time of day it is and whether or not they should be up and awake or asleep or eating or, why worry about it? Just get a timer and forget about it. The third and final item is an ATO, which stands for Auto Top Off. I'm sure you've noticed as days go by, you actually lose water in the aquarium. It's not from leaking, it's from evaporation. Totally normal, and that means you gotta top the tank back up with fresh water. Well, maybe you don't wanna do that. Maybe you wanna be able to go away on vacation without having to think about it. Or maybe you just wanna fill up a basin full of water and let that top off the tank for you. Well, that's what an auto top off's gonna do. This is especially true for people with saltwater aquariums because the water will evaporate, but the salt will not, meaning the salt content or salinity of the aquarium is going to increase. Saltwater can be a little bit sensitive and you want to make sure the salinity stays stable, so having an ATO to take care of that for you means that you're always going to have the most consistent salt level possible in the aquarium. So those three simple additions can help automate your tank so that while you're away on vacation, you don't have to fret so much about the condition of your tank. And you also don't have to have somebody come in all the time to look after it because your tank's pretty much on autopilot. Just remember though, topping off is not the same as doing water changes, so I always recommend that you do a water change before you leave for your vacation and as soon as you get back. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. You can also reach out to us on social media like Facebook or Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We got a ton of videos there for you and we got new ones coming out every week. And as always, just keep on tanking. An automatic fish feeder can help you put lipstick on your fish. I don't know. Nifty feeding station where you can mount on the tank right here in this little thing right there. You'll mount there, right? And then you put the feeder here, it dispenses here. And that's how the fish get the food, like this. Well, maybe you don't want to do that. Yay!